My name is Dontaye Ball, chef and owner of Gumbo Social. Gumbo Social has been in business since 2018. We started as a pop-up and we've grown into farmers markets, and now we're moved into our brick and mortar here on 3rd Street. I've ran the whole culinary spectrum. My last position, I was a tasting chef for a large catering company, which I ran a team of 6 people. It had a sales component to it as well. So it was kind of a unique situation where I had a sales team and also a culinary team that I had the opportunity to run. That was amazing. I've done everything from dishwashing to serving to busing, R&D, which is fun, recipe development. So in hospitality, I've done just about everything. I would probably say my grandmother and mom, definitely inspiration when it comes to cooking. I would say my grandmother, the inspiration more or less around hospitality, how to invite folks in, how to take care of people, what it really means to serve. The act of serving is really important to us. Whether it's us handing you a bowl of gumbo or how we treat you when you walk into the door, that really comes from my grandmother. And then the technical skill of cooking and putting stuff together, ignited by my mom, who's a phenomenal cook and chef herself. And she can burn with the best of them. So those are 2 of my biggest inspirations. And I will say from a career standpoint, I've had inspiration through all of the different folks I've worked for and folks who I never met, like Edna Lewis and Leah Chase, who are phenomenal Black women chefs who really made food unique and made our food approachable to the masses. How does it feel to have my own space now? It feels amazing. It's great. I don't have to ask for permission, which is nice. Now, a really interesting thing about that is I went to a pop-up of a friend of mine, Chef Sarah, and she was making something. And her food's really rooted in Caribbean food. And by watching her, we weren't even communicating verbally. She was literally giving me permission to make the food that I want to make. Whether I thought I was off brand, whether I thought it may not be approachable, whatever it was, like by just literally watching her make that dish, it literally gave me permission to use ingredients that I want to use, like kombu or fish sauce or whatever it is. So that was awesome. But being in my own space and having the opportunity to serve the community is amazing. It really is. If I could describe Gumbo Social in one word, that's a difficult task. That's a difficult task. Wow. One word is tough. I would have to say service, really, because for me, service encompasses everything. It encompasses the food, it encompasses the experience, it encompasses what you get in when you come in. I would say, if I had to use some more words, I would say that the thing that really makes Gumbo Social special is our emphasis on gumbo and how we feel about the dish. I always jokingly say if gumbo were a woman, her and I would be married. To me, there's no dish in this country that is more special. Our motto here is that gumbo, our mission actually is to make gumbo America's national dish, one bowl at a time. And so we're doing that by opening up our first brick and mortar. But it's a special dish. I think the thing that makes it special here is that it's a customizable experience. So if you come in and want a little pork belly on your gumbo, we won't judge you. You want a little lobster, we got you. Urge to have some scallops for the first time, we'll take care of you. So the goal here and the thing that makes it special is that unique, customizable experience, which you can't really get anywhere else. I would say my past experience and inspiration is really just working for different people, but inside of that component, like having the permission to just go outside of the box. And not only go outside of the box, because I think people get confused with fusion. I'm going outside of the box on certain things with intention. So on our menu, we have a beet dish with yogurt. And someone's like, that doesn't seem Southern or Gumbo Social. I was like, if you look on, it doesn't say anything about Louisiana in our marketing. It doesn't say anything about anything. We have permission here to make really good food with really good ingredients that are locally sourced. So if at the farmer's market, there's some great beets or some really nice arugula, we're gonna find a way to incorporate it in our food. So I draw inspiration from those farmers markets, other chefs that I know, and just I'm not gonna focus on permission. We're just gonna do it. Having family working here is super important. And so I really don't consider this work. I don't really have a job, which is great. I'm an entrepreneur first. To have them a part of building the business is important. I trust them wholeheartedly. So that's always a good piece. And I'm also able to role model to my kids that there's multiple ways to provide and show your talents. So whether you're working for someone, you can showcase them there. If you're an entrepreneur, you can showcase them there. Anywhere, right? The world's our oyster today, right? With technology. So that, and then having my mom here and sisters here is super important because they know what my expectations and standards are. And so if I fall short of those, I have someone to hold me accountable, which is amazing. If a dish is not where it should be, I trust that they will say, hey, that's a little heavy on the salt, or we need a garnish for this, or, how are we going to do this to go? So having people that understand me and the food, having those family members here is really, really huge support system for sure. Why Bayview? I think, why not Bayview? Bayview's deserving of a really amazing restaurant. We have a few here already. I want to add to what we already have. I want to make Bayview a destination location. I typically tell people that this is one of the safer neighborhoods in San Francisco. You just need to wander out and come see us. We have the best weather. We got some good parking, right? We got great people that are a part of the community that offer a lot of history, a lot of soul, and a pretty friendly community outside of what some perspectives that folks may have. So my answer to that is, why not Bayview? Why not invest in my community? Why not bring economic stimulation to a place that not only needs it, but deserves it? Why not bolster this community as the best community in San Francisco? I can go on and on about why Bayview is not only the best choice, but was the only choice for us to open up here. I don't know if I missed the Zoom meeting in the last 2 years. I love how Renaissance was able to pivot during the pandemic and offer robust programming. I had to really think through all of the great programs I've been a part of. There was an entrepreneur program that allowed a consultant assigned to you to work directly with you around business plan development and just coming through, walking the space, making suggestions. That program was just phenomenal because, it's always great to have another set of eyes looking at things that you may not see. The thing that led me to Renaissance, I've been a part of the organization for a long time. And when I say a part, in multiple facets, I would say the old director, LaShawn Walker, who was the old president of the Bayview Merchants Association, that was my first introduction to Renaissance. And throughout the years, I've been able to access services multiple times with multiple different businesses. And Renaissance in Bayview has always been kind of a lifeline. If I needed something, QuickBooks training, how to hire staff, how to get a website going, there's always been someone there, or someone at least able to show me or get me to a place where I could get those support systems. One of the biggest areas where Renaissance was able to help us overcome a really big hurdle was in getting our ADA compliance together and also our health permit. We were assigned a consultant to support in that area. And I would say the biggest lift has been helping us with our grand opening. We were able to get really great resources around photography and just the support we needed to plan the event. So that was amazing. We had a really great turnout. I think we had over 450 people here in the span of 2 hours, and then another 200 after that. And a lot of that was due to Renaissance helping us plan the event, and not only that, but helping us promote it as well, which was super important. Yeah, really good question. So the support post-launch has been amazing. It's been a lot of checkups. How are you doing? What additional services do you need? We have a grant here for you, right? Do you need help filling that out? And so those are some of the biggest challenges for entrepreneurs because, let's face it, not only are we busy getting the business rolling, but you have things that happen. You have family members that, need support or may pass away, or sometimes as a human, you have mental health issues. You may need to, have some stress relief. And so having an organization that uniquely not only cares about me as a business owner, but cares about the business and the vitality of the business is super important. My wish list of services for Renaissance. I have this unrealistic expectation that Renaissance can solve all of the world's problems. I think just, I wish Renaissance was just all over the world, to be honest, because I think the service is so important. It is, and for it to invest in a place like Bayview is not only is it important, it's needed. And folks may not say it. I'm gonna say it today. Thank you. We're super grateful because the doors may not be open if we didn't have those support pieces. I don't know if I'm gonna outgrow Renaissance. I feel like I'm gonna be on the board of directors one day, helping other small businesses. So I feel like there's always been a place for me at Renaissance. I used to be a consultant at Renaissance. And so I feel like the organization's always made a place for me to be, whether cheerleading another business, supporting another business, receiving services. It's always been kind of a lifeline. So I don't know if I can outgrow it. But we'll see, maybe I'll be on the board one of these days. My most enjoyable part about being a business owner is having an opportunity to create and serve. So that's a big thing. We talk about service here a lot. And then, making the food is obviously one of those things too. But also the freedom, I don't have to really, again, ask for permission, which is great. And my creativity can flow. There's no restrictions, there's no box. The biggest challenges, the biggest reality is, it's hard. It's not easy. I always say, I tell my kids, it's not worth doing if there's not a little bit of challenge there. If there's no friction, then, what are we doing, right? And we want things to be smooth in life. I think that's great. But the things that we're really able to achieve that are great feats take work. And so those are some of the issues there. I feel like my biggest impact has been able to bring our team along, be able to mentor those folks. I think mentorship is one of the key ingredients to human development. And so when I say that, our teams have these quirks, right? Some people are artists, or some people have these different things that they want to do. And how do we bring those folks along, mentor them, and help them get paid, which is my fun. I love the the biggest payday is like my most exciting time of the month because I'm able to hand someone money for their contribution. So that's like the best feeling in the world. I'm able to impact folks on an economic level, which is amazing. I'm able to teach people about food, which, to me, at my core, that's special. And then I'm able to also be an anchor for people in the community. Folks are been showing up every day, even days that we're closed. Some days we have gumbo available when we're closed, sometimes we don't, but it's been great just to be able to feed people and just really be a part of stewarding the community and also our team. I think one of the biggest traits or areas that has contributed to my success is an unastounding will to not give up. Not having fear to do something or create a project. Whether it fails or not, I'm going to do it. Having that passion to just keeping on with the keeping on. And also too, I think a part of empathy for myself to say, hey, this may not work. I think sometimes we have to be empathetic to ourselves and to other people to understand how folks are feeling. And how it comes back to myself is mostly, if I can understand how other people are feeling about something, that helps motivate me to find the need of a service that may need to be provided. So that's a couple of areas. For me, success looks like walking into the shop, having a coffee in my hand, having a smile on my face. No, I'm joking. I think success is, for every person is different, but for me, it's being able to operate the business with the lowest level of stress possible and offer a premium product. To be able to consistently have people come in the door and enjoy our product, to me, that's success. If someone walks away with a smile and a bowl of gumbo and come back with the look in their eye like their heart's been warmed, we've done our job. Yeah, that's it. Now, I'll add on to that piece and say, if we engage in a little bit of conversation and that smile hits as we're talking and engaging, that's the act of Gumbo Social. So that's the social, for me, that's the social currency. So my cup is filled for like a month or two if I get a little bit of that interaction. So that's success on another level. That's a high level. Yeah. My goals for the future, I said this on the Kelly Clarkson show a couple of years ago, and I never thought we would be in this situation, but my main goal is to make gumbo America's national dish. So if we do that with just one restaurant, success, game over, right? Realistically, I think we need to put a couple of little Gumbo Socials throughout the state of California and throughout the country to maybe make that dream come true. But our overarching goal is to make gumbo America's national dish. I got a question for you though. What is America's current national dish? If you had to guess. There's no wrong answer, but there's one right answer.
I don't know why I like something simple like spaghetti.
Right. So it is something simple. It's hamburger. Yeah. So the greatest country in the world, our national dish is hamburger. Now, I love a good Shake Shack burger, a good smash burger, a nice In-N-Out burger. I'll leave the brands out for now, right? But wow, when you put that up against a bowl of gumbo, I'm telling you, like, the room is gonna light up when we're having this conversation, because if we took the two, the amount of energy, heart, soul, love, the stirring, the intentionality, the smell, the senses, the taste buds, the heat from the chilies and the earthiness of the okra and the roux, that chocolatey, oh my goodness. No one's talking about a hamburger like that. There's so many elements in the gumbo. It's really a melting pot dish. It's a dish that brings about 3 different cultures together. That should be our national dish. Now, no disrespect to the hamburger, but gumbo should be America's national dish. If I had any advice for aspiring entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs that are maybe thinking about giving up or just starting, follow your dream, but remember that the operation of the business, it relies on you. You are the secret sauce. Yeah, it's the product. Yeah, it's the marketing, but you're the secret sauce. So take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your family, balance as much as you possibly can. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to try something, even if it may not work. Throw it out there. Be consistent, right? If this is a hobby that you want to take full time, take the right steps to do that. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself and your family, and know that if it fails, it's all right. Plenty of people have failed. We hear about the successes. We don't hear much about the failures. And so don't be afraid to fail. Give it the old college try, right? At the bare minimum, you'll leave this earth knowing that you've at least gave it a shot. So that's my biggest gift to folks is, man, get that shit a shot. Like, give it a shot. Like right now, this moment, if you have a product or service or something you want to do, you're passionate about photography, you want to be a painter, get it going. You want to be a content creator. What's stopping us? What is stopping us today from being great? The only thing that's stopping us is us. So get out there, create, be great, and don't let anyone tell you that it won't work. You know, let it happen. You know, go be an entrepreneur. You know, that's my take on it. Go do it. Yeah, I would love to leave people with eat more gumbo. You know, personal goal of mine is to feed every human a bowl of gumbo in the world. But I would also want to thank Renaissance for this amazing award. It is truly an honor to be awarded. There are, over 3,000 businesses in San Francisco and tons more business owners. To be bolstered in this way and talked about and celebrated, it really does mean a lot from an organization that's been serving people for over 25 years. It truly means a lot to be honored in this way. And I'm grateful, and my family is, and the Bayview community, I'm sure, is going to be grateful as well as we receive this incredible award.